Hi, welcome to another book review. And this is an absolute classic. Now, there's lots of project management books, lots of freaking boring books that are very hard to read and certainly don't come in an audiobook. But this one is a cracker. It's called How Big Things Get Done, Surprising Factors Behind Every Successful Project from Home Renovations to Space Exploration by Bent Lidberg and Dan Gardner. It is so good. It is so well written. It is evidence-based. It is based on a lot of research. These guys are academics that research successful projects, failed projects. And here are their conclusions. Most projects fail at the start. They fail in the planning phase. If you're going to do anything to make a project more successful, put more time into planning it. They also argue optimism is the enemy. Prices are always going to be more expensive than you think rather than less expensive. They also counsel for you to not try, or clients particularly, but also builders, don't try to save money with experimental techniques. Repeatable, boring things are more cost effective every day of the week. So novelty increases cost on balance of probability. I've always thought that. I've always argued that. Here is proof. Now, here is something interesting in the book. They provide evidence of why architects are over optimistic and why costs always go over budget. They provide evidence that, well, one, humans are very bad at estimating things, which is true, but also people tend to be optimistic and they really believe in their project, and they provide evidence of systemic underquoting, which we kind of know is there, particularly at the design phase. People want to get their projects off the ground. It happens over and over again. So that's some of the interesting things. Something else they mention is that one of the big mistakes people do when estimating costs is that they price all the pieces of the project, whereas they really need to reference the class of project. How much do things that look like this cost in the past? So if it's a kitchen renovation, how much did the last kitchen renovation cost is so much more relevant than how much the cabinets are and the dishwasher and lights and all the bits. Okay, that's good, but how much did the last one cost is way more important, a way more effective way to price. They counsel for locking in decisions early. They really say one of the ways to control project success is to lock things in, design things in, back to planning. And the overall message is everyone wants it to cost less. It often doesn't. And the failure isn't typically on site. It's the planning that sets the project up for success or failure. Really interesting insights. I cannot recommend this book enough. If you're starting a renovation yourself or you're a builder, you have to read it. How Big Things Get Done. Absolute classic and very good to listen to on your audio, Spotify, whatever. Okay, take care. Would love your comments. Would love to know what you thought about the book. Would love to know where your projects have failed and succeeded and whether you agree with some of the comments I've made. Take care and we'll see you soon.